What if the person you're meant to marry has already appeared in your life? Maybe as a friend, a stranger, or someone you've completely overlooked. As a psychologist who spent years studying how people fall in love, and more importantly, who they fall in love with, I've discovered something both surprising and deeply emotional. In this video, I'm going to reveal the psychological clues that the person destined to be your life partner might already be closer than you think. Some of these signs are subtle, others will shake you, but by the end, you may realize you've already met your forever and didn't even know it. So take a deep breath and stay with me, because what you're about to hear might just change how you see love forever. Section 1. They feel unexplainably familiar. Have you ever met someone and felt like you've known them your entire life? You can't explain it, but there's this strange, almost eerie comfort when you're around them, like your soul lets out a sigh of relief. Psychologists call this phenomenon implicit memory activation. It means your brain is recognizing emotional patterns, not from this person exactly, but from how they make you feel. Safe, seen, understood. It's not always loud or intense. Sometimes it's the quiet way they look at you, the ease of your first conversation, the sense that you don't need to perform to be liked. When you feel that kind of familiarity, when your nervous system relaxes around them without warning, don't ignore it. That feeling is rare, and it's often a sign you're standing in front of someone meant to stay. Section 2. Emotional mirror moments. Your future partner won't just comfort you, they'll challenge you, not by tearing you down, but by reflecting the parts of you that still need healing. This is what psychologists call an emotional mirror. You see, the right person often triggers old wounds, not to hurt you, but to help you grow. They bring up fears you've buried, insecurities you've ignored, and then they stay long enough to help you move through them. It can be uncomfortable, even confusing, but if someone stirs something deep inside you and then offers patience instead of pressure, that's not chaos, that's transformation. Love isn't just about feeling good. It's about becoming your best self in the presence of someone who refuses to run when things get real. And that's the kind of love that lasts a lifetime. Section 3. The silence that speaks. You know what's more powerful than words? Silence, when it feels safe. With the right person, you won't feel the need to fill every gap with chatter. There's a calmness, a presence, where even in stillness, you feel deeply connected. Psychologically, this is known as emotional resonance. It means your nervous systems are in sync. No anxiety, no awkwardness, just a shared space where both of you can breathe and simply be. Think about that. In a world that constantly demands attention and noise, finding someone you can sit in silence with, without fear, without doubt, is one of the most intimate experiences two souls can share. That silence, it's not empty, it's full of understanding, and often, it whispers louder than love ever could. Section 4. Timings that feel meant to be. Sometimes the person you're meant to be with doesn't enter your life as someone new. They re-enter. Or they've been there all along, just waiting for the right moment. You may have crossed paths before. Maybe you even tried and it didn't work. But now, everything feels different. Why? Because you're different. Psychologically, we don't recognize our life partner when we're emotionally unavailable. We're wired to overlook what we're not ready for. But when your heart begins to heal, when you finally understand your worth, that's when the timing aligns. And suddenly, what once felt ordinary now feels destined. The coincidence becomes a sign, and you realize this wasn't chance. This was timing with purpose. Section 5. Deep empathy without effort. There's something rare, almost sacred about being understood without having to explain yourself. When someone senses your mood without you saying a word, when they notice the shift in your energy, the tension in your voice, the sadness behind your smile, that's not just intuition. That's emotional empathy at its purest form. Psychologically, this kind of deep empathy comes from a nervous system that's tuned to yours. It's like their heart has learned your language, even if they've never heard your full story. You feel safe, not because they say the right things, but because they see the things others don't even notice. If someone meets your silence with softness, if they hold space for your feelings without judgment, that's not ordinary. That's soul-level connection. Section 6. They challenge your limits, not your worth. Real love doesn't leave you where it found you. It stretches you, gently but relentlessly. The person meant for you won't always agree with you. They'll challenge your thinking, push you to grow, and hold you to a higher standard. Not because you're not enough, but because they see how much more you're capable of becoming. This is what we call in psychology a growth-based connection. It's rooted in mutual respect and a desire to evolve together. They won't try to fix you. They won't make you feel small, but they will lovingly call out your patterns, your fears, your self-sabotage, and they'll stand by you while you rise above it. If someone stretches your limits without ever making you question your value, that's not just love, that's partnership. Section 7. The unexpected calm. We grow up thinking love is supposed to feel like fireworks, intense, dramatic, overwhelming. But the love that lasts often feels like a quiet sunrise. When you meet the person you're meant to be with, it doesn't always come with sparks flying or hearts racing. Instead, it feels like peace. Psychologically, this is the sign of a regulated nervous system. A love that doesn't activate your anxiety, but calms it. There's no guessing, no emotional roller coasters, just a steady presence. Someone who feels like home, not a thrill ride. If you've ever met someone and felt a deep, unshakable calm around them, like your soul could finally exhale, don't overlook it. That stillness might just be the beginning of forever. The twist ending. You've already met them. Now here's the twist that might surprise you. The person you're destined to spend your life with, chances are you've already met them. Maybe they're a friend you never considered more, or a colleague you've shared laughs with but never thought about deeply, or even someone you pushed aside because the timing didn't feel right. But if you listen closely to those feelings we talked about, the quiet familiarity, the deep empathy, the calm presence, you might realize the truth is hiding in plain sight. Love doesn't always announce itself with fireworks. Sometimes it waits patiently until you're ready to see it clearly. So ask yourself, who came to mind while you were listening? That person might be closer than you think, and that realization could change everything. Love is not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it's a whisper, soft but persistent, calling you to pay attention. If this video stirred something inside you, if a name or face came to mind, don't ignore it. Sometimes the greatest love stories begin with quiet moments like these. Thank you for watching. If you found these insights helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more psychology-backed secrets about love and relationships. And I'd love to hear from you. Comment below if someone special came to mind while you watched. Who knows? This might be the first step toward your forever. Remember, love is already closer than you think. You just have to open your heart to see it.